Damn. I failed. You see the title. I failed, and making this video is actually much harder than you think. I'm disappointed with myself because I said I wanted to do a video every day for the rest of the year, and I failed. I took one day off, or I thought I was going to take one day off, and that one day turned into a week. As much as this seems like nothing, because this channel obviously is still growing, I can count on two hands how many views I've had for the entirety of my 12 videos on this channel so far. But I'm disappointed with myself. Of course, for anybody else who probably was rooting for me, I'm actually more disappointed in myself because I told myself I wanted to do this. I took it for granted, the energy, the momentum that was being built by keeping my word and trusting the trust that was being built with myself. Because now when I'm sitting back having to do this video right here, it's taken me at least 8 or 9 tries just to get this video done. In real time, I have become the lesson of the channel, or your energy, listening to your energy. I became the lesson because I didn't listen. And now I'm feeling the consequences of it. I felt the shift. I feel the shift. The ease that I had created from all those for those 2 weeks of doing it. And now I can feel the dis-ease. Now that I have to come back, tail tucked between my legs, and say, I fumbled. And so I guess for anybody who might have fumbled at something, maybe mine might be so small to the point where you're like, what? But it's still impacting me the same. So maybe you had a bigger failure and you fumbled, a bigger fumble, and you dwelling on it and you keep thinking about how you could have made a different decision, how you could have went a different way. I mean, the most you can do is just try again. Yes, I fell into some of my old habits, started spiraling in that direction again. And I caught myself and I said, it feels good in the moment, when you doing whatever you usually do in your comfort zone, it feels good in the moment. It really does. I kind of missed it. I was like, yeah, man, I'm fucking thriving right now. But it's not, because whatever was in me that said a video a day, whatever that guide was, that energy that told me do a video every day, it knew what will be created. It knows the end. I can't see the end. I have to play it out every day. I have to play it out, and I don't get to see where I go and where I end up until I get there. So if I don't keep the trust and keep that forward momentum, I never get to see the finish line. I don't ever get to see what could have been. And even this version of me right now that's restarting, I don't get to see the first version that started those first 12 videos and kept pushing past. I'll never be able, I changed courses no matter what. I just created a new timeline no matter what, because now I'm the version of me that's starting over. So I'm still going to start over. So maybe this version of me is a little bit wiser. This version of me won't take things for granted, because I saw that naivety that I had for those first videos, and I was just so excited because I didn't have the concept of all the effort it takes to sit down and do it every day, to show up every day in front of the camera, and you don't know what you're going to talk about next week, and you just got to keep showing up and just trust that it will show up and the next step will appear. That version of me is gone. Now I know what it takes. I know I fell off the wagon. I have a little bit more disappointment. Now I got to rebuild the trust. We do this all the time in life with people usually. but I'm doing it with myself. So this is officially day one because I'm going back to the drawing board. Day one, to whomever has to start over on there and have a new day one, I feel you. This is me doing it. Day one, we shift the timelines. It would have been like, yes, I would have probably felt better having not having to switch timelines, but here we are. And so for whoever needed to hear this, because I'm being pretty vulnerable right now and saying how disappointed I am myself, start your day one again. Restart your day one. So day one out.